Today's featured neighborhood is Town and River. Town and River is off McGregor Boulevard. You have quick access out, no bridges to the river. You're close to dining, fuel, bars, restaurants, Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, all the barrier islands. Town and River's been around since probably the late 60s, early 70s. A lot of the homes here are being scraped and they're building what I call McMansions, the big fancy houses, kind of like this. That was probably a single family home at one point in time, and they scraped it and built that beautiful home. Same with this home here. So Town and River is a great neighborhood, deed restricted. You can't have cars up on blocks or boats on trailers in your front yard, which is kind of nice, but it's close to everything. Grocery shopping, the stores, Home Depot, Walmart, whatever you could possibly want. You've got an array of homes in here. Some of the original homes, kind of like the home on our left here, that home is probably 20 years old, lower level, and then you got some of the newer homes, such as that home or something like this. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I don't know what to tell you. We've got deep water access, so like Palmetto Point, you can get your larger boats in here into Town and River, whereas say McGregor Isles, we're about an average mean depth of 5 foot. You can't get the big boats in there, but this is a 42-foot Intrepid. We have no issue coming and going from McGregor Isles. But Town and River, Palmetto Point, you can have the big sport fish or the big cruisers, the 50, 60, 70-foot boats if you'd like. These are, like, my opinion, the 3 top waterfront neighborhoods in South Fort Myers. Palmetto Point, McGregor Isles, and Town and River. Here's another newer home here. That's a beautiful home. Holy cow, that's a newer home. See how they're elevated up a little bit higher compared to maybe one of the older homes? That one's up higher, so it's newer. That one's lower, which is totally fine. So another great thing about Town and River, you've got wider canals. So most of the canals, you can build your dock out 25% of the width of the canal. Your neighbor across the street can do 25% of the width of the canal. That leaves you 50% in the middle for navigability. You can't build into the channel and have a guy across from you building into the channel, because then you wouldn't be able to navigate your boat by. That's a fellow realtor. You know, in some of the other neighborhoods where you have skinnier canals, here's the problem you have. You can maybe go 25% out, the canal's only say 50 feet wide, you can go about 12 feet. Well, if you got a boat that has a 13-foot beam, you can't have a captain's walk. A captain's walk is kind of like that. That's on the outside of the boat. It's good to have where you can wash your boat, wax your boat when it's on the lift. In Town and River, as well as Palmetto Point, our canals are wide where you can have the dock, a lift, and a captain's walk, and have another lift. And obviously, the more linear water frontage you have is a big deal too, because you can put your 1 boat lift, 2 boat lifts, 3 boat lifts. Like this gentleman here, they've got, for their big boat, probably a 15,000-pound lift or the 7,000-pound lift. This guy here, he built right on the end. He's got plenty of room for dockage for his large boat. They've got these 3 mooring piles. These are the piles closest to us. So he could probably get a 50 or 60-foot sport fish in there. The mooring piles are the ones closest to us. So he has room for a 50 or 60-foot boat, and he still has room for a small boat up on the lift here. And that's a bonus of being on a cul-de-sac, because when you get on the water, maybe the front part of the land is, you don't have as much road frontage, but your waterfront, you have a lot more waterfront, kind of like a pie shape. So all these houses we're going by now, they have what we call the pie shape lots. They're small on the front road, but they're wider on the water. Much more linear water frontage. That creates more value, obviously, having more waterfront. But Town and River is just a beautiful neighborhood. Again, you're minutes away from shopping, grocery stores. When you leave Town and River and head down the river, I mean, you're not even 30 minutes, 35 minutes to Fort Myers Beach. I think we mentioned before, you're close to Cape Harbor, which you've got marinas, bars. You're close to Tarpon Point, more marinas, bars, fuel. Anything you could possibly want is in this corridor here. It's just a great place. And the people are friendly. Every time we wave, everybody waves back, which is super nice. But there's a newer home on the right. I think he's a radiologist in town. Super nice house. There's a home up here on our left, which we'll be spinning around here in just a minute. That's a brand new home. There was a small old Michigan home there. It's probably built in the early 70s, I would say, but look what they built. That is just amazing. Town and River is definitely one of the choice spots to be in South Fort Myers as far as a waterfront water community. This house here on the right, that's a newer home. They built that in the last 8 to 9 years. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful home. We're leaving Town and River now. This is called Deep Lagoon, this little area here. If you go off to the left over here, you've got Deep Lagoon Marina, you've got Marine Max, you've got Deep Lagoon Restaurant. Everything is right here. When you come out further into the river, you go across the river to the Cape Coral side, you've got Tarpon Point Marina. It's got 3, maybe 4 restaurants there, a couple bars there. Right next door, you've got Cape Harbor. They've got Fathoms there. They've got Rum Runners there. Great place to take people for dining, great bars. It's just a great vibe. Another great thing about this area is you can go to Fort Myers Beach. You can anchor off the beach, swim the shore, go to a bunch of restaurants, the bars, all the shops. Or if you go to, say, Sanibel, Captiva, North Captiva, Cayo Costa, you've got Redfish Pass. You can go through to the Gulf side. Captiva Pass, which is between North Captiva and Cayo Costa. You back up to the beaches, put your anchor out, you put a stern anchor out. You can walk right up to the beach, barbecue, have a cookout, set up your tents. It is just beautiful. Cabbage Key is a little bit south of Cayo Costa on the inside. It's on the Intercoastal Waterway. Plenty of dockage there. When you pull up, there might be a line of boats, but you've got a dock master. So if you're not a good boat driver, the dock master will make you look really good. He'll tell you where to park, when to put it forward, when to put it in reverse, which line you need, starboard, port, bow. He'll make you look really good. His name's Mike, super nice guy. Nervous Nellies is a dock master. You can go to Dock Fords, they have a dock master. This is on Fort Myers Beach. There's a ton of places to go to. So I always hear from a lot of people who are new boaters, they get nervous. What if I hit the dock? Well, my dad taught me when I was a kid, when you're pulling up to the dock, he goes, Shane, how hard do you want to hit the dock? Well, Dad, I don't want to hit the dock hard. He goes, then come in slow. So when you're coming into a dock, and I know all you people out there, you new boaters, you're thinking this. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of all these people eating dinner or having lunch. You pull in real slow. And when the dock master's on the dock and he says, hey, left, neutral, reverse, listen to the dock master. Have somebody on the boat that's going to grab a line and throw him a line. You will look like the #1 primo captain ever. Trust me on this. I make it look easy. I've done this for 40 years, but that's a big question I have. So these places I mentioned, when you go, there's dock masters there. They will help you dock your boat. They'll make you look like a pro.